Hey babe, do you want to grab a bottle of champagne to bring to the party? Rachel and I are almost done setting everything up, but Rachel had the great idea of having a bottle of champagne to go with the meal.
Yes, of course. I can pick up a bottle. Does Rachel have a favorite?
I'm not entirely sure. I don't think she's very picky. I would say just grab anything that's good.
Okay, and let me guess. We're gifting her this bottle?
Well, yeah. You know we should bring something to someone else's house whenever we have dinner there.
Or should I say, is this a gift from me?
Well, it will be coming from both of us.
Yeah, I guess so. As per usual.
Is everything okay?
Of course it is. Why wouldn't it?
No reason. You're just making a lot of comments, I guess. I just want to make sure that you're okay. That we're okay.
Why wouldn't we be okay? We're getting married in a couple of months. We're having a nice dinner with our friends. Everything is going absolutely great.
Okay, I thought so too.
It's just that I find it a little bit funny that I always end up paying for things. I mean, of course, I'm not blaming you. You can't help your situation. Well, technically, I guess you can. But you know I'm not marrying you for your money, or lack thereof.
Okay. I thought I was pretty clear when I said I was uncomfortable talking about money.
I would be too if I didn't have any.
It kind of sounds like you're making fun of me. You wouldn't make fun of someone for not having money, would you?
Of course not. I was just making some observations. And I just thought it was a little bit funny. But that doesn't mean I'm making fun of you.
Wow, you could have really fooled me.
Whoa, big words coming from someone who doesn't pay for anything.
See? There you go again. These comments make me feel like you do have a problem with me. If you want, I can pay for the champagne, if that's what your problem really is.
I told you, it's fine. I love being able to provide for you. It makes me feel like a manly man.
Gross. You know how I feel about sentiments like that.
Well, if you really want to wear the pants in the family.
Can we just leave these kinds of comments and jokes at home and not bring them to the party? This is to celebrate Rachel's promotion.
Yeah, of course. I just guess that I sort of wish we could celebrate promotions that you would get. Not that you do much.
You don't know what I do.
I know that you volunteer a lot of hours at charitable organizations.
You make that sound like a bad thing. I like doing that kind of work, giving back to the community, and I've been doing it for a lot longer than I've been seeing you.
I know. That's one of the reasons why I love you. You're so okay with being poor that you're happy to give away your time at these places. I just don't understand it myself.
It's like I said, I love doing the work and giving back to the community.
Not that you have much to give back.
Okay, seriously? Philip, I need you to stop making comments like that.
I'm sorry. You know you wouldn't get offended if you actually had a bit of money.
And who says I don't?
I don't know. Whenever we go out to dinner, I pay. Whenever we have to pick up a spontaneous gift, I pay.
Yeah, because you made a big show about it when we first began dating. You said you liked having the money to pick up the bill. I thought that's what you like doing.
It is. When have I ever said I had a problem with picking up the bill? I love being able to support my soon-to-be wife.
You sure don't sound like it. You keep making all these jokes and comments.
I'm just kidding. Don't take my jokes too seriously. I just like to have a little fun now and then.
Yeah, that's fine. I just wish you wouldn't have fun at my expense. I mean, I'm literally your fiancé.
Yeah, I know. And we're going to have so much fun celebrating Rachel tonight. We shouldn't fight.
Then stop making comments like that towards me. You don't know what's in my bank account.
Well, maybe if you merged accounts like any normal couple, then I would know.
I've always said that I would prefer to keep our accounts separate, even when we're married. Are you having trouble with that now?
Whoa, babe. I swear I'm just joking. Don't take anything I say to you seriously.
Well, it's hard not to take you too seriously when you keep saying the same jokes over and over again, and it's gotten a lot worse these last couple of months.
Okay, well, I guess the wedding is pretty expensive. What can I tell you?
So, what? Are you stressed about money or something? I can step in if you want.
You stepping in. That's funny. No, honey, you better leave it to the wealthier of the two of us.
I just don't understand you sometimes.
Are we really going to fight about this now? I'm just about to get into the car and head to Rachel's party.
We don't have to fight about anything. Just stop making those comments. I told you how uncomfortable talking about money makes me, and I'm fine. I was fine with it before I met you, and I'm fine now. You don't need to worry about me or my bank account.
Fine. And by the way, I'm happy to front the bill. That's one of my favorite perks about working a swanky job at this office.
Yes, I know how much you love your job.
Now who sounds like a Debbie Downer?
I'm not trying to rain on your parade or whatever. I just know already how much you love your new swanky job.
Well, it's not new, honey. Saying things like that will make people think I'm underqualified. I'm probably the most qualified person at this party we're going to.
Okay, whatever you say.
I'm a hell of a lot more qualified than you are.
Okay, just text me when you're here.
Love you.
Yep, love you too. Wait, I'm confused. What is there to be confused about? My soon-to-be husband makes terrible jokes about me not having any money. I'm hiding about half of my life from him out of habit, and suddenly it seems like he has a problem with fronting the bill. No, I'm confused about why you think this is your fault. It most definitely is not your fault. But I'm hiding the fact that my family owns the company that my fiancé works at. They signed the checks for his job that he can't shut up about. The one that he thinks he can lord over people to make them feel less about themselves. Well, that's his choice to be mean like that. I don't know if I would call him mean. I just think he's bragging, but he can't help and make little jokes like that. Remind me again, why don't you tell him the truth? I mean, you're literally about to get married. Wait, do you think that's why he's being so weird? What do you mean? I mean, do you think he's being all weird because it's almost the wedding? Like, he's paying for a lot of things right now, so there might be some financial strain. You should talk to him about it. I have tried to talk to him about it, but he has this weird thing where he likes to front the bill. It makes him feel more like a man or whatever. Wow, men are so weird. So he insists on paying for everything, but then gets stressed about it and blames you? I mean, it's not like you're wasting away your life. Yeah, so what if you don't really need to worry about money? You don't use that to just sit around and party or make people feel bad about themselves. You use it to work for charity and to give back to the community. But even he sees that as a problem. He thinks I'm wasting away my life by working for charity. You know the old saying, time is money, and he thinks I'm wasting all of my time working for charities when I'm not getting paid. Again, how does he think you afford your apartment? And why you never have to ask him for money? I don't know. Honestly, ever since we got engaged, it's like we've been knocked out of sync. We've always been on the same page about things. But ever since our engagement, it's like he is straying far away, and sometimes I don't even recognize him. Because of the jokes he makes? Yeah, that. And just the way he kind of doesn't think charities are worth it, and is confused when I want to help people. Well, maybe it's time to tell him. I mean, it's going to be the shock of his life when he finds out at the wedding, or on your honeymoon. I know, but it's literally like I can't tell them. I've never been the person to tell whoever I'm dating that I'm super rich. It's just weird. Well, now it's kind of working not in your favor to do that. Maybe you should talk to your mom about it. She's amazing. And what about me? Just kidding. You're okay, I guess. Ouch! All of this coming from my best friend? You know it. Okay, now, go. Talk to your mom about it. Okay, I will. Hey, Mom. Hi, darling. How is the wedding planning going? Do you know, if you ever need anything, your dad and I are just a phone call away? No, we're fine. I actually want to talk to you about something else. Oh? Well, it's just that Philip's been... Honey, you've always known how I feel about that fella. So if you don't think this marriage is going to work out, just know that your dad and I support you 100%. Mom? Okay, I'm sorry. I know that you told me to stop saying things like that. Now, tell me, what is it? Okay, maybe you're not so far off the mark. Basically, the last several months, Philip has just been more and more... mean? Mean? And what exactly does that mean? Well, he's just been making little comments and jokes about my financial situation. Even though I say that I can definitely buy whatever it is we're talking about buying, he has this weird thing where he always needs to front the bill. But now I'm paying for it, in an emotional sense. He's making comments about money towards you? Oh, honey, did you tell him about our family? No, I didn't. Oh, I thought you kind of finally came to your senses about that. Mom, that's not what we're talking about. You know that I've always opted not to tell anyone I'm dating about how well off our family is. Money makes people weird, and I didn't want someone to fall in love with me or whatever just because we'd never have to worry about money. Yes, honey, I know how weird people can be with money. Trust me, your father and I have had to deal with our fair share of friends who aren't really friends, if you catch my drift. Being the head of one of the city's biggest companies is not for the weak. But I just think that if you got engaged, now might be the best time to tell him. Unless you're already having problems with him. Tell me more about these jokes and comments he's making. Well, you know how I never told him that we have money, so I guess he just assumes that I'm broke or whatever. And that's never really been a problem to him until like the last couple of months. He insists on paying for everything, and whenever I tell him I could definitely help pay for some things, he just writes me off. Anyways, the comments were never really bad until very recently. Now I think he blames me for being poor and thinks that the work I do is a waste of time. It's like I don't even recognize him anymore. Honey, the work that you do is astounding. Your philanthropy has helped not only our company, but the community. Yeah, your father and I might not agree with you not disclosing our family's wealth to your significant others, but we have always been proud of the charity work you've been doing. Thank you. I needed to hear that. I almost started to think he was right. He just thinks it's such a waste of time and that I shouldn't be helping people, which is so messed up. I mean, it kind of sounds like he doesn't like poor people or something. Doesn't like poor people? What kind of a person says that? And he works for our company? That's kind of a PR nightmare. I don't know. I don't think he says that to anyone else, but it's just been very eye-opening. All because he bought a bottle of champagne for my friend Rachel. Honey, I know that you told me not to say things like this, but are you sure that you want to be marrying Philip? He just doesn't seem like the type of person you would marry. You've always been passionate about helping those less fortunate, and you've never cared about money or status or anything. Philip wasn't always like this. He was still really new at his job in our company when we met, and now he's a couple of years in, and I think he let the seniority of his position go to his head. Well, if he keeps moving up in the company, any company, he's just gonna get worse. I know, but I don't know if I'm ready to do anything about it. Like, it's not like I want him to leave or something. Okay, you're an adult, and you're in charge of your love life. But I must say that I really don't see how being with Philip will work out in the long run. I know. Let me just talk to him. I keep talking to other people about it, but I haven't really spoken to him about it. I mean, I have, but he just shut me down. But I refuse to take no for an answer about this. That's my girl. Thanks, Mom. And just know that if you end up breaking off your engagement, he won't have a job at our company anymore. You can't just fire people I don't get along with. Not only that, honey, but this whole thing about poor people that he has. It's not good for a company. If he says the wrong thing to one of our investors, or, God forbid, one of the charity organization heads that we work with, our company would be slandered. I guess I never really thought about that. Just let me talk to him before you do anything rash. Okay. Thanks, Mom. Anytime, darling. Your father and I are with you 100%, no matter what you decide.
Hey, honey, can we talk?
Oh, yeah. I was just about to text you.
You know how my friends have that dinner tonight?
Yeah?
Well, I was just wondering if maybe you weren't feeling well or something.
What? No, I have my dress picked out and everything. I was just gonna get started on my makeup.
Okay, good. I wouldn't bother with any of that.
Oh? Why not?
Well, maybe you shouldn't come tonight. Just a thought.
What? Why wouldn't I come? This is a whole dinner thing that we've had planned with your friends for a while. It's literally in celebration of our soon-to-be-married status.
Well, I just didn't want them to get the wrong impression.
Impression? Okay, I'm seriously confused. What are you talking about?
Well, you know how I'm in my swanky job and making a lot of dough?
Yes, I find it hard to believe that anyone near you would ever be able to forget the fact.
And what's wrong with that? I'm the one that wears the pants in the family. I'm the breadwinner. I shouldn't have to be ashamed of that.
That's not what I'm talking about. Anyways, just go on.
Well, I just don't want my friends to know that I'm marrying a freeloader.
What?
Yeah, I guess it was fine and all when we were dating, but now that we're more serious and I'm really realizing that you're broke, I just don't want them to judge me for it.
Okay, first of all, there are so many things wrong with that. Second of all, I don't think your friends would judge you, unless they're not who I thought they were. I think the only person who has a problem with my bank account is you.
You make it sound like that's a bad thing.
It is a bad thing. You never used to care about that sort of thing.
What? Yeah, I have. It just wasn't until I started making some serious money that I realized how uncomfortable poor people made me. Like, I don't think they should mix with us. Or live in the same place, you know?
Mix with us? You do know that I work with charities. I spend all day helping those in need.
Yeah, and I've said how much of a waste of time that is. You know, your time is money. If you're not getting paid to do something, why would you do it?
Because I'm giving back to the community, because it's a good thing to do.
You know, I think you're overreacting. Just stay home and everything will be fine.
No, everything will not be fine. I can't believe that you actually think this. And now that we're getting married, what? I'm not good enough for you because I don't have a prestigious job like you?
Yes, it was fun while we were dating, but I need to marry someone on my level, you know?
Yeah, I'm starting to think that I do too.
And what does that mean?
Just go and hang out with your friends. Have all the fun in the world.
If you're going to be like that, then you can come. Just don't talk.
You're unbelievable.
Babe? Hey, don't ignore me. I didn't do anything wrong.
Okay, Mom, let's do it. Do what, honey? What's going on? Well, he just asked me not to hang out with his friends because he doesn't want them to know that I am broke and for them to judge him for it. He said that it was fine that I was a freeloader while we were dating, but not while we were married. He said that he's too good for me, basically, and that he wants to marry someone on his level. And the worst yet, he genuinely thinks that poor people shouldn't mix or live in the same place as those well off. Like, I bet if he could, he would remove poor people from the city. Okay, that's it. He's done at the company. And I assume that you both aren't getting married, right? Yep, I'm so done with him. I'll have the severance package sent out to you. Better make it a speed courier. I want him to have it when he gets back from his little dinner with his friends. I am packing up everything I have at his house and I'll go back to mine. Honey, if you need to, you could always come to our estate. No, I don't think that will be necessary. I just kind of want to be at my own place now. Understandable.
Babe, where are you at? You're not still mad, are you? I want to tell you about the dinner. We had so much fun, and it will make you feel like you were there.
Oh, really? You had fun? Knowing that you told your fiancé to stay home from a dinner meant to celebrate your engagement?
Come on, don't be like that. Where are you?
I'm gone. I packed up everything I owned and I left. This isn't going to work.
All because of a joke? You're blowing that all out of proportion. Seriously, what's going on?
You've literally been belittling me every day for the past several months, all because of what you think is in my bank account.
Think? I know, babe, that you don't have much money, okay?
You said that you wanted to marry someone on your level. Do you know how insanely conceited that is?
You can't say anything. Not when I'm the one paying for everything and I have a better job.
Actually, it's my family that owns the company you work for, and you don't have a job anymore.
Huh?
Check the dining table.
What is this? Why is there a severance package from the company I work for?
You're out of a job and a fiancé.
What? Ha ha. Very funny. This isn't even signed by my superior.
No, it's signed by the superior, the CEO and executive of the company.
What? Wait. Are they your parents? They have the same name. What?
Yeah, my parents own the company you work for.
What? No, that's not possible. I would have noticed if I worked for your parents.
Well, technically knowing the CEO and executive is above your pay grade. At least it was before you got fired.
What? Just because I'm not marrying you, they're firing me?
No, because you're a horrible person who thinks poor people shouldn't be anywhere near you. That's why.
Why didn't you tell me you were rich?
Because you insisted on being the breadwinner, and I thought it was cute. Now I know that it's only because you're so insecure of yourself and your position. Now, goodbye, Philip. I truly hope that you learned something from this experience.
How could you? You're ruining my life.
You did that all yourself. Being free from Philip and all his snide comments has made me more confident than ever in my position in life. In fact, this whole experience made me realize that I don't need to downplay my wealth for the comfort of others. No, I don't brag about it or make people feel less than like Philip did. I just don't hide who my family is anymore. Philip tried to make a big deal out of being wrongly fired by the company. However, my parents' lawyers were quick to get in contact to let him know that if he did try to sue them, Philip would never be able to get a good job in the state ever again. My parents wouldn't be tight-lipped about Philip's view of those less fortunate. He never bothered us again. Now I can focus on my charity work without second-guessing myself, and will eventually start dating again, with a minor adjustment. I really do think I should consider dating those on my level.